Mercedes Moné opened Dynamite for the second week in a row. New outfit, same dancing. She cut a promo referencing the injury that kept her out of commission for most of last year, and then introduced a video package about what she's been up to post-WWE. She also warned Julia Hart and Sky Blue not to interfere with her desire to settle scores with Willow Nightingale. A little bit of kind of had to wade through that one. And then, who kayfabe broke her ankle. So then Julia Hart and Sky Blue ambush her in the ring, fighting. Stat and Willow run out for the save. Willow's maybe going to chair Mercedes, but doesn't. Later backstage, Renee interviewed Stat and Willow about their Rampage main event street fight. This was happening at the end of the 3 hours of wrestling that we watched last night because we were really good girls.
Oh my God.
Mercedes interrupted. Stat thanked Mercedes for saving Willow last week. Mercedes said, and this is important, of course, that's what a CEO does. She stands up for what she believes in. Willow then tried to say something to Mercedes as well, but Mercedes snubbed her. Let's start with kind of a general, this is really a philosophical question, I think. Does a CEO stand up for what she believes in?
You know, I wish they would, but I think they mostly
do.
I think they mostly lay down for money, don't you think?
They do because what they believe in is corporate profits.
Yeah,
so that's what they stand up for.
In that sense, you are right. They do stand up for it every day. It's kind of a diss more than, I wouldn't praise a CEO for standing up for what they believe in because they believe in a hellscape that the rest of us are forced to live in.
That's right. Yeah.
So just some of that. I mean, wrestling really makes you contemplate capitalism sometimes on purpose and sometimes not.
Yeah, I do think it's funny she's doing this gimmick when the EVPs are also doing their gimmick because there's a lot of similarities that she is coming across heelish, and I hope it's on purpose, but we'll see if it is, I guess. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Her vibe, I mean, she can't turn heel right now because it's having been in that arena, I'm it would be an Eddie Kingston thing where we're we're absolutely with you in every step you take, but I do think that she would be an absolutely killer heel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. What did you guys think about the in-ring promo last night?
It wasn't it was the same kind of promo. It didn't thrill me, but I'm also hesitant really to get that judgmental because I'm you do get a few of these. It's not there's a point that she's gonna hit where it's gonna hit my personal we're done, and she's not there yet. But I am you might want to ration these Mercedes because they get tiring.
I did feel it was this is nothing, but I'm in my magnanimous phase with the new debut. Yeah. It's you get a couple. I feel, enjoy your cheers. You're getting it now. The hammer's coming down when I'm sick of it. But so far you're in your allotted quota. And I did think it was funny that she was guys, play this little video package that I put together. As though she's Kate Middleton.
I asked
No, I rewatched it, and she actually said she asked them to play it, but she said she herself put it together, which...
I asked them to play this package. Okay.
Yeah. So Kate Middleton, she is pretending she is doing her own Photoshop work.
I don't know what you're saying about our Duchess, who is missing, and it is a serious situation, Ann, and I don't think you're taking it seriously.
I know. Well, she's been dead for weeks. We all know that. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is that she's also earned a lot of credit with me because again, she's actually doing what CM Punk said that he was going to do, right? Things are so already so much better in the women's division that I'm sort of if somebody straight out said to me, the women's division will rule, things are going to get better every single week, there will be more time, more resources, whatever, but the thing that you have to accept is that every show is going to start with Mercedes doing this promo. I would accept that deal. Oh sure. Absolutely.
100%. Yeah. And also Allie wouldn't accept the deal.
if the rest of the show had the women integrated in
how long is the promo taking? 15 minutes? It's a lot of the show.
How long was this one? 10?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
No, so I'm whatever this one was.
Okay. I couldn't watch it every week, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to the women. They're gonna have to find another way to get the job done.
Allie's a hard negotiator.
Yeah, pretty rough. I thought the backstage segment with Stat and Willow was a lot better, though.
Yeah,
I think that's
better.
the problem when they do these debut promos is, they're not interacting with anyone. They're just kind of, on their own talking to the crowd, and I feel like it's just usually a lot better when there's some interaction.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely true, yeah.
Her being mean to Willow was already, had me way more interested in than anything else she had to say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think there's different yeah, you know what? It's fine. The hammer will come down if we don't move into something else, but it's just a little difficult right now because Tony did get so many new toys at the same time. So it's funny because I keep thinking Okada, you're such a good boy. You haven't come into the ring and done any long speeches at all.
Yeah.
You're my special boy.
It's really broad-minded of him not to... I know, it is too many debuts at once. If they're spread out over 6 months, it would be a little bit easier.
You wouldn't notice it as much, yeah.
I mean, honestly, everybody should be doing with what Okada did, which is just bullying Alex Marvez. That would have worked for Mercedes, too. If she was just backstage being very mean to Alex Marvez.
That would be very funny.
It's what he's there for. Do you guys have anything you want to flag about the street fight that ended the night?
I thought it was really mean to make that, because that could have been very, very cool. And if it was a real Rampage that was airing on a different night, it might have been fine. But knowing that it was going to air the same night as the I Quit match, and that it was going to be the last match of a 3-hour event. I watched that match with my eyes slit in my face already in the pillow. It was good, but that was mean to do to them.
It was, although I went into it being it is so mean and unfair to do this. There's no way they'll live up to it, and everybody's going to be a little bitch about it. But actually, I loved it. I think maybe because my expectations, I thought it really held up, and I mean part of it too was just they were going so hard, and for some reason every once in a while something women being sort of violent and mean and not trying to look sexy, even though I watch women's wrestling every week. I don't know why this one particularly hit me. No, yeah, exactly. So it just felt I felt very get him. It felt I was I bet men feel like this all the time, where it's very cathartic to watch someone solve their problems by beating someone up, really, and just get away with it. It made me feel like listening to women's country singers where they're just singing about murdering their husbands or whatever.
I dug my kid to the side of his... Yeah, I agree. I liked it a lot. I do want us to talk about this question of, with the disclaimer, that wrestlers are under no obligation to harm themselves for our entertainment, and some would argue that they shouldn't do that. In fact, even, Allie. But I do think that when one team comes out dressed in all white, the implication is that things are going to get a little bloody-gutty. And things didn't get that bloody-gutty, and that is fine. It is their right to not get bloody-gutty. But I did feel like wrestling trained me, and now the training is being destroyed.
Why?
We've watched for 3 years, and now we know what that promises us, and we were let down.
Why was I not allowed to see Julia Hart rubbing her bloody face all over Chris Statlander's leg?
Okay, all right.
I deserve that.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, Leah.
Just gazing off into space thinking about that.
So true, but is it safe to talk about? I agree. I personally would have liked to see some blood, and I wouldn't have minded if, when we didn't really know what was going on, and we didn't know really about blading, so we were kind of is it ketchup packets?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded if it were ketchup packets. I just wanted to see something really smeared all over those white clothes. I think that's fine to say. I think it is okay for me to say that. I think I've been fine this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Agree?
100%.
Absolutely.
Great. I'm really squinting at them a little. Do you agree?
You've been
I'm
fine.
right with the microphone. You consent. Anything else you want to say about the women's division right now? Any of the characters involved here?
It's not the division overall, but they should not have done a 10-minute overrun when I had watched 3 hours of wrestling. That was outrageous.
We can't be be doing that. I think. I don't think we can be doing that.
Some of us have work in the morning. Come on.
Yeah. It was late for you girls too. For me, it also was late. Like, I'm really supposed to be in bed doing my Sudoku and watching my last episode of Taskmaster.
And the dog has me on a strict routine where she needs to go out at 10 o'clock and then we begin our bedtime, bath time. Not with me and the dog, just me in the bath. But she sits next to it, She needs that.
She needs that. She needs consistency. She needs structure, as all children do. Let's just not. If it's 3 hours, that's its own separate issue. We can discuss that at a later time, Tony. But I think once we've hit the 3 hour mark, we really can't be overrunning anymore.
No,
Thank
it's got to be
for your attention.
It's got to be a hard stop. Yeah, I have a hard
3
stop.
hours.
I have a hard stop.
I want it to be like the pay-per-view where Sting is trying to say goodbye to us, and it just goes black. No.
Who knew the pay-per-views had a hard stop? Yeah, they had to get to another meeting.
That was crazy. But one thing I do want to just say, about, especially, again, this is very chill if this is Mercedes, but, right now, we have, whatever the hell's going on with Soraya is a storyline. I mean, not that I necessarily think it's, lighting us up, but it is a storyline, right? We've got Tony and Mariah May. We've got Willow, whatever's going on with Willow, Chris, and Mercedes. We have whatever weird shit Serena Deeb is up to, but she is she's getting time to do it. Do I know what she's doing?
Yeah.
No. But to be clear, she is getting time to do it. And Queen Amadada and Red Velvet are going to fight very soon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Collision?
I think this weekend. Well, no, there's nothing this weekend.
No, something.
Next week?
But, we could have practiced this a little bit, but because it's not going great. But I just...
I think it's going great.
But
this is the podcast.
Cool. What?
It's cool. It is cool, though. I mean, that's the thing is, Soraya's storyline, not saying it's great, but, usually we have one storyline, and if it's not great, that's the trash you have to eat, you know?
Yes, right. That's the thing. They usually only give me one to be invested in, and so I have to be, either I'm going to be a misogynist and ignore this, or I'm going to, have to, amp myself into it. Now I'm there are 5 storylines, so I could pick and choose what I care about.
How many weeks have we gotten into, the schedule and been I don't think we have anything to say about the women, but I feel bad not talking about the women for the millionth week in a row. It's half the time, half of our episodes probably.
And every week I put Serena Deeb on the schedule, and Allie would say, no.
Leah, for the last time, we're
sorry,
sick of
Leah.
talking about Serena Deeb.
We just can't do it. Do you think that Serena Deeb that someone is going to make some, Allie, what are you trying to say? On Twitter when people do those mother memes, she brought her cunt from Cunt Mountain because she's mother.
Wow.
The thing is that I think that would make Serena Deeb so happy.
No. I think she does want to be mother, and it's she's not mother to me. I think there's people who might like to have her as mother, but they might be scared. They might be a little too scared to make her mother.
She's intimidating.
Yeah. Terrifying energy out of that one.
Yeah. Well, I do think with representation, more is usually the answer. More, so some of it is good and some of it is bad. That's the best thing you can do. More. So keep at it.